So the video is on, and we're back at the library. Good morning, everyone. It's been writing my own thoughts and ideas for the last 2 hours, and here I am again to talk to you about, in a very short period of time, an idea, a thought, a theory that will lead you into your projects and studies. So today, and this takes a lot of time to think about what exactly it is that I want to say in 6 minutes. So that is a challenge for me as a academic and practitioner and creative artist. So I want to go back to Benjamin and about the library and about how maybe these 6-minute courses are situated between home and office, library and office. Like there's an idea, there's a conjecture about structure and the domicile of the home, the everyday, the outside, which is often one of the elements of the course. So a significant element of the course is theory itself, and what one particular theorist might provide to the whole paradigm of performance. And often I turn back to Benjamin, who I might have mentioned in the course, because Walter Benjamin talks to fragment and talks to the assemblage of the fragment as both a method and a methodology, and that and he writes really well, and he is tragedy embodied, and there's something about tragedy which makes for a very interesting case study in literary studies, which perhaps is the larger paradigm of all of this, is that we are really looking at tragedy, as a genre in the case of Benjamin, and what his life story can produce as a critical reflection and moment. So it's from Unpacking My Library, a talk about collecting. I'm unpacking my library. Really? So it is not yet arranged on the shelves, not yet shrouded in the faint tedium of order. So in that second line, really, the phrase is one that suggests the tension between order and the difficulties of what order might suggest. So it's reality and non-reality. It's chaos and order. It's order as normalcy. It is what that, in the case of it being arranged, what would suggest, rather than the craziness, the chaos that's on the other side of this. This is Benjamin. This is the library being unpacked and packed at the same time. So that's the tension, something that happens in and out of. That's the movement. We're talking about performance as putting forward an idea, then performance is that movement of in and out, that tension that Benjamin describes in the faint tedium of order. So that if there is order, it isn't interesting. So order eventually will just fall asleep, which I hope some of you are not doing in these 6 minutes. So that order is normal hegemonic settled, and non-interesting, and so therefore, it's the challenge. The challenge is how to place order and the chaos to mediate. And in performance, if we talk about this because this is significant in constructing narrative, that if one looks at a narrative, how narrative is about reassurance and tensions of conflict, that where it sustains, where it presents itself in the building up of narrative. So I'm unpacking my library, really. So it is not yet arranged on the shelves, not yet shrouded in the faint tedium of order. And here in 3 lines we have the complexity of Benjamin. He takes us in, he is honest, emotional, and in his honesty, and then presents a complexity, a delicate complexity. And the complexities continue then. Not am I yet in a position to stride along its ranks and take its salute in the presence of a friendly audience. And there is Benjamin's narcissism. Like he's saying, I'm not yet in that shelf. I really want to be, and so I'm still an outsider, because this is someone who only wrote essays and in magazines. He was really, he wasn't recognized in academia, and his doctorate was never recognized. His professorship was never formally recognized by his university. So I've gone over to 7 minutes. So this time it's a little bit longer, and it is an essay that comes out of many of Benjamin's essays. I mean, an essay that comes out of many of Benjamin's collections. So a call to Benjamin.